Howdy, y'all. Welcome in, my darling friends. I am Sandra Waldrop, and you are watching Kingdom Makers. Today on Craft Around the Clock, we have the most amazing thing going on. It is the Great Stocking Challenge of 2025, all week long, Monday through Thursday. Friday is going to be so much fun because we are going to put away our crafting supplies and take y'all into our kitchens for some holiday cooking recipes, all the things, and that is going to be a blast as well. So I hope you are with us all week long over in Craft Around the Clock, and I hope you are ready for some stocking fun this week. I have a fun twist that I'm doing. Hello, Miss Tracy. I have a fun twist that I'm doing. And when I thought of this, I am a person who laughs at myself. And I just died laughing hysterically because, oh, I guess I can't say that word. Gosh golly, me and old Facebook. Hello, Miss Lulu, Miss Wanda. Oh, welcome. Welcome, Miss Wanda. So if you've ever seen the movie A Christmas Story, you know, the dad gets this weird lamp somehow. I can't remember exactly how he gets it. It's been a while since I've seen this movie. But the leg lamp, right? The leg lamp with the fringe and everything. I'm not making exactly that. Oh, thanks, Miss Lulu. Hi, Fatima. I'm not making exactly that, but what I'm making is a twist. It's a spin on that, okay? It with a primitive look to it. It will not be burlesque or salacious. It's going to be primitive, but if my lamp saw the other lamp driving by, it would be like the scene on Napoleon Dynamite, where he watches, or no, yeah, it is. It's Napoleon Dynamite, where the fancy people are all driving by and he's there all. So, hello, Lori. Hello, sweet Mama B. How are you? It was a major award. Okay, yes, he wins it doing a crossword puzzle. Okay, so this is a spin on that. I have my old used sock. My daughters and I have fought over this pair of socks for about, I don't know, 5 years now, maybe more. And I've worn them for Dr. Seuss Day. I've worn them for Christmas. They've worn them out in the pasture with no shoes on. Hello, Miss Pat. Oh, thanks, Miss Jan. Hello, Doodle Denise. Hello, Miss Sparky. How are you? So, first thing I'm going to do, because we are making a lamp today we're making a stocking lamp. I'm just going to shove a handful of batting just down in there. Okay? And I think that should be enough. Hello, Miss Mary. Thanks, Sparky. So this should be a good time. However, I've got 2 cans of not exact sizes, but that's okay because the leg, and that is, you know, it's a leg shape. I can have a shapey type of thing going on here. So we are just going to, it's like putting leggings on a 5-year-old, right? We're gonna work this on here. Hello, Miss Liz. Vonda, welcome. Thanks for watching. Happy Monday to you, Miss Vermar. Marsha, hello. Thanks, Miss Mary. All right, so I'm going to stick this on here. Y'all. Oh gosh, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be great. Stay tuned. This is gonna be fantastic. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know how good this is gonna be. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. So we've got our 2 cans here. Okay. And I just want to kind of straighten out these lines. on there. Okay. Now I've got to get my lamp that's going on top because I need to figure out where I'm going to put the slits in my fabric for the cord to come out the back. But look at that, it's already hello, Miss Catherine, how are you? Oh, thanks for being here. Thanks for being here. Miss Linda, hello. Oh, goodness gracious. I just cracked myself up. I told myself, what can I do? Because I literally signed up for this at like, what, 8, 9 o'clock this morning. Oh, Miss Catherine from Oklahoma. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. So I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to make a little notch down here at the bottom just so that it can come out just enough for the cord to come out. Yeah, that should be big enough. And I'm just gonna feed this down there. I don't know who's here. Hopefully it's not the crazy UPS guy. The UPS guy gives me the creeps. Fill it in with batting. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Mama B. Oh, come on. Come on. Here we go. I just have to get it over that lip. Gotta get it over that lip. Because one of them is a coffee can and then the other one is just like a soup can or something. Can't remember. Oh, I think it was cream of mushroom soup. If memory serves. Oh, it's because there's a tag. It was catching. Okay. Now let's fix it back there. Okay. And we can always cover this up with more fabric if we need to in that little spot, because once you get a hole in your sock, if you've ever had a hole in your sock, you know that that hole likes to grow, which I'm counting on. I'm counting on. Aw, thank you. Thank you for sharing, y'all. I appreciate it. Okay, let's put our toes back in front here. Put our candle right on top. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so stinking cute. I'm so excited. Okay, I don't know if I want it like that or if I want it like that. I don't know. Okay, it doesn't matter. Right now it doesn't matter. What we want to do is get this going. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Y'all are just the sweetest. Okay, but I do have some batting that is wanting to fight me. So I'm just going to take a little something here. I'm just kind of push it, and then I'm going to take my hot glue and I'm going to hot glue it so that there's like a barrier between the batting and so that just so it can sit flat. Hopefully I don't burn the pickles out of my fingers as usual. I just kind of stuck some in there and I'm just moving it around. Okay. So if this were the lamb off of A Christmas Story, oh my goodness gracious, I don't feel like the wife would have been nearly as upset. Oh goodness, thank you, Miss Darla. Darlia, sorry. My goodness gracious, in my brain. So, words are going to be hard for me today. Names are going to be hard for me. My kidneys have decided to declare mutiny, and so now I have to take antibiotics. Ugh. I'm not an antibiotics fan, and I have only a few that I can actually take. So hopefully we can get it knocked out, and then I can just be well for Christmas. I need an old shoe. You see where I'm going? Thank you, Miss Fatima. It does look like an old shoe though, doesn't it? It's definitely not the fancy shoe. But okay, but we're going to include a Christmas story lamp inspiration, but it's going to be primitive and, you know, vintagey. Okay, so if y'all were here when I did my little can, I had printed out a bunch of these a bunch of these fun images, right, that goes kind of along with that time period. So I'm going to use some of those. I know that that's not on the list of things that we're supposed to use, but it's something additional. I have my list written on my hand because I know I'm going to forget something. Buttons, jute, scrap fabric, paint, wooden beads. I didn't grab any wooden beads, so we won't be using wooden beads, but I have buttons, I have jute, I have scrap fabric. We're gonna do this, okay. So I'm not going to really bother with getting wild with making the seams on this, or the edges, look rough, because they're mostly going to be covered. And I'll show you how I'm doing this in just a second. Let me cut out one. Set that there. Okay, now I've got my little seam ripper here. And I'm going to just pick a spot right here, and I'm going to cut me a little hole big enough to where I can see the image underneath. Okay, now I'm going to take my coffee podge. Hello, Lori. Ah. Ooh, that's a loud jet flying over. Okay, and then I'm going to get my little dauber here, and we're just gonna daub that coffee podge right in there. Daub the coffee podge, and it's good if it gets on the sock, okay? That's just going to help us with what we're doing here, okay? We're just gonna have, and you can move it down and around, and then go over it with more of that coffee podge. See how that's just kind of sticking through, showing through that hole? And you can do several of those. I'm gonna do another one over here at the top. I'm not worried about that, that lamp right at the moment. We'll get them all fixed up here in a minute. Get my image over here, my images. And I've got all these, there's just a lot of these fun images. Hello, Cindy. I like the little kid with the presents. The presents, it looks like. I was eating some pecans a little bit ago, and whenever I eat pecans, they always get stuck in my throat. But apparently they're supposed to be good for your kidneys. So, got my piano back here. Okay, that's not wanting to stay there. I'll just stick it over here, and then I'll dab some of this in there.
Yes.
Can you go see if there's stranger danger happening outside? The dog seems very angry. We had some suspicious individuals come to our house the other day asking if they could cut trees, and they were kind of peeking around and looking and everything. So if I have to jump into action. Lily! Just occurred to me that I sent my son outside by himself. Okay. Check on your brother checking on the outside, please. Just in case I need to jump off of here and dial 911. All right. So there's one. There's two. Oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving it. So cute. So cute. And these seam rippers work really well for this. No? No strangers? What are they barking at? Is it my duck? My baby duck went missing this morning. My poor little baby duck. Oh, okay. Maybe somebody was just walking then. Maybe someone was just walking. Just a little tattered hole. And we'll go around and make it even more grungy. Yes, my golden retriever, my baby girl, her name is Duchess. She is always she's always on duty. She is never not on duty. We've had people who were supposed to be here before, and she was like, "What are you doing here?" I'm like, "Calm down, you know these people." And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I do." Hello, Craftin' Mom's Corner Market. All right, let's do some more of this coffee podge right in here. And then stick this little image right in there. I hope I'm not freezing or anything for you guys. I haven't seen anything on my end. I know that a lot of the crafters this morning have had struggles, but knock on wood, I haven't seen any issues for me. All right. I've got people texting. I forgot to put, hello, Miss Tamara, how are you? I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I'm getting text messages. Hopefully people don't start calling me. So I don't know if I want it in or out, in or out. I think in. I think like that, because I've got more stuff to put on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it on there so it's not flopping all over the place. So I keep saying, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm like, thank you, Miss Lori. My sweet little guy going here. Okay. So, on the one from the movie, they have fringe, okay? And so what I did is I went ahead and I coffee grunged some tassels of a Dollar Tree mop head, okay? And I cut them off of the mop head and I stuck them in the oven. I was going to try to just blow dry them, and all the cinnamon was going out everywhere, and I didn't want that. I know I'm going to have to, I'm going to trim this quite a bit actually. So we'll get a good amount out of this. It's still a little wet. I'm hoping it's dry enough that our hot glue will stay. But if not, I do have a contingency plan. All right. Let's see here. Put a little bit of glue, a little bit of hot glue. Yeah, it's still a little too long. I'm gonna trim it up even more. Let's take that guy off because I like that end. Even undo all them little things and make it real tassely. But I'm gonna go all the way around with that. I don't think I'll have time to do all of it like that. I'll have to probably do some of it off camera because that's gonna be a little labor intensive probably. Mostly time consuming, not really labor intensive, but mostly time consuming. Mostly time consuming. I'm only 20 minutes in, but just when you think you have all the time in the world, okay. It's like cheese on a pizza. Oh, thank you, Miss Wanda. Hello, Tracy. Oh, you love my page name and stocking. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I used to just have it as Kingdom Acres, but then I felt like it doesn't really say who I am or what I'm about. So when people are looking for new pages to follow, it really helps if the name is kind of definitive of what you're doing. Okay, so I'm doing that. And then she's got lace, right? And I am getting a call. She's got lace. And I'm just gonna go around with the lace. If anyone knows my best friend, could they please text her and tell her? I will call her back. Lily? I know who knows my best friend. Her niece. Lily? Can you call Aunt Lily and tell her that I will call her back after my live? Please. Aunt Lily.
Okay, yes,
Okay. So we've got to have a little bit of that lace happening, right? If we really want it to be inspired. Aw, thanks, Tina. I just love how the toe came out. Oh my goodness. It is just so like the little old woman who lives in the shoe. I'm getting all the themes here all in one project. Everything, when you've got an ADHD brain, everything relates to, gosh golly, everything relates to something else. Okay. Oh, don't go. Don't fly away. Don't fly away. Don't fly away. Ah. I'll burn my fingertips right off. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going around, ruffling this up, and I'm purposely leaving room below it so that I can go back with that fringe and do more. If I have time at the end, I'll do more on my live, and then if not, I'll just do it before pictures. Okay. So I'm glad that we did that cord early in, because right now is when that would probably, this would probably make it hard to stretch the sock to get that cord down in there. So if you're making one like this, then you probably want to get that cord down in there before you're gluing stuff and doing all that, and then it makes it to where the fabric doesn't really want to stretch. Thanks, Natalie. Thank you for sharing. I appreciate it. Just gonna burn my fingers. That's just what I'm gonna do. Burn my fingers. That's what I've decided. Okay. Okay, here we go. All ruffled in there for the most part. Everyone listening on my thing, on everyone on here. Oh, thank you, Miss Kim. Thank you. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that sweet? I love ruffled socks. Love ruffled socks. Okay. Get that going. Okay. So now let's do the scrap fabric. Yes, I did just look at my hand as a cheat sheet. Oh. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out some scrap fabric from my little scrap fabric bag. Got some. This was like one of those bags that that a sheet set came in. Don't you hate throwing those away? Aw, thanks, Kim. Aw, thanks, Mama B. So I'm just gonna, I like the color. I like this blue color. I'm gonna use some of that. Just gonna cut this, and if I cut it just right, I might be able to get it to where it'll kind of cup around the back and give me like that patched heel look, maybe. We'll see if I can cut it for that. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Need it kind of, just trim off those little funny parts. Okay. Stick that over there. We'll just stick this in here and then hot glue it up and around. Do you throw your bags away? Your little bags when you get the, oh, that's cute. I like it. Okay. So I'm going to put some on the bottom. I'm running out of hot glue here. Running out. Okay. Go. Oh, you use the sheet bag for journal covers. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. So I just wanted to get that bottom down so that I kind of had a starting point, but I feel like it needs to go in more. Okay. There we go. Just for how the bend is on the fabric already. And then I can go up and around the top with it. I'm going to turn it this way so that I can see better to get it. And that's going to hide that hole where the cord is coming out too. It'll hide it some. Not completely because the cord is there. So we'll just glue it the best we can right there where the cord is. Okay. Oh goodness. All right, I'm gonna go around and I'm going to give this a little bit more coffee podge stuff because I want more grungy. And then I'll hit it with the heat gun, the heat tool, flim flam. I'm doing my best to not get in trouble with you know who, but I can't not get in trouble with people I don't even know, so. I'm always in trouble with somebody. Going back to that conversation earlier, the comments can sometimes get silly, right, guys? Always gotta be in trouble with somebody. Yes, ma'am? Did you need something? No, you're just watching? Okay. Alright. Let me do some on this. On this lace right here. What's up? Nothing? Why are you? Oh, it's a fly. She's over here flailing around like she needs my attention. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Lori. All right. So excited when I thought of this. Kind of like Lisbeth in her life. I just got so excited. Y'all did not see Lisbeth's live. Y'all need to go back and watch it. She's a hoot. She is a hoot. Oh gosh, don't be turning them days till Christmas right in front of me. My daughter's over here all like, with a threatening look on her face, all like moving over the magnet. Like, ma'am, Christmas is canceled. Just kidding. If I could just get my body, I could get my body to obey. Y'all, I went to the ER on Saturday, and I'm glad I went when I went, because it wasn't 30 minutes after we arrived that I was at a level 10 pain. And if those of you who have had children and experienced labor pains, that's exactly what it felt like. It felt like I was in full-blown labor. I don't need that. Thank you, sweetie. I need it, though. I will be using it for another craft. I trimmed it. I needed tassels. I'm going to do more tassels. Thank you, Cindy. All right. Get dried up here. Let's get dried up. Okay. I'm thinking about where else I can put some little fabric scraps. What do y'all think? Where should I put some fabric scraps? My poor stinky old sock. I love these socks though. I will be ordering me a new pair and then hiding them in a lockbox. After they get washed, they need to go in the safe, because my girls will steal them. And they are the most precious little country girls. They will run around out there in the mud, in the manure-filled pasture, in socks. No shoes, just socks. Yeah, no, you don't forget labor pains. You don't forget labor pains. I was just holding my husband's hand, and he was so sweet. He was rubbing my back and everything. But my goodness, it took them quite a while to bring me anything for pain. And then, so they gave me morphine. And I was still in pain with the morphine. So that was rough. That was rough. So, but I think it's gonna look really cute with all the fringe under here. I think it's gonna look adorable. Just adorable. I might paint this little ruffle part at the top black. I think that because it just, the color of it, I'm not really liking with this whole situation. If you wanted to put in a piece of cardboard so that it'll stay, yeah, Zimmy Simple Designs, it's pretty bad. Hello, Miss Judy. Was causing such enormous pain. So bilateral kidney infections, which I've had since October, and I just kept flushing my kidneys, and because I don't like to go to the doctor. I'm just not that kind. I don't know. My situation is that I have white coat syndrome pretty bad, and so doctors, I don't know. So I waited too long. The doctor was like, please don't ever wait that long again because it's bad. It's really bad. And because of that, they did find that I also have a gallstone because the pain was like radiating, and ChatGPT said that it will, like the worse it gets, it will kind of start pushing and inflaming surrounding organs. So if you have anything going on, it will kind of highlight it. So I did find out that I have a gallstone. So now I've got my my water with apple cider vinegar in here. I've actually had, I was at the ER, I don't know, maybe close to 20 years ago. And they wanted to do emergency surgery on my gallbladder. And I got a text from my husband. He didn't even know where I was. I just told him I needed to go. Like, you know, when you have toddlers and small babies and stuff, sometimes you just need to go drive around or go to Walmart or something in the middle of the night. Back when Walmart was 24 hours. Well, I went to the ER. And he texted me and he was like, Emma just threw up. And so I said, I gotta go, guys. I can't. And so I had to sign a paper saying that I was leaving against medical advice and everything. And I went home and I did some research and I just started drinking a bunch of apple cider vinegar. And the pain slowly went away, and I was good. I had an ultrasound done 2 or 3 years ago, and the GI specialist said that my gallbladder was in pristine condition. So this has developed over the past few years, probably at some point, because it's only been a few years since I had. Okay, all right, that feels good, goodish. Good. It feels something. Still a little goopy, but it'll be okay. I don't want to spend the whole time drying that. Okay, let's get out my jute and see where we want to put something. I'm thinking a jute bow up here would be cute with the button. I do a lot of jute bows with the buttons, but I was also thinking maybe some buttons like down the seam of one of these cans would be good. Maybe down like just like some little buttons. Let's look real quick and see. What did I do with my buttons? Button, who's got the button? No, but for real though. I'll put this back here because I have the box of buttons right there, and then okay, there they are, the buttons. All right, let's see. We have little buttons. We could do them just like right up the front here. Do a button seam right up the front. It was very common with the fancy like fishnet stockings to have a seam, and this would be kind of like a seam, but little primmy button seam. Let me see. And they don't all have to be the same button. I like different. I don't want to get too wild with it though. Can't be too uniform, but it can't be too wild, which is where my what do you call it, overwhelm paralysis usually gets me, because then I'm like, well, I don't have exactly what I need to make it not uniform but not too wild. Oh, let me see. No, I would be inclined to say that Stone may not have seen the first time put me on my knees. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mary. Yeah, that's the pits. I tell you, pain, it's just no fun. It's just, it's not fun. I'm not a fan. 10 out of 10, do not recommend. Like, absolutely don't recommend. All right, let's see here. Maybe if I could just do like these ones. Another one. Swap out that one for that one. That'll be good. Here, let's do the buttons before we do the jute. And I've successfully glued my dryer, my drying tool to my table. Okay. Now we could also do them, or instead we could do them around the front. I don't know. Damaged kidney from a hospital, leaving a stone. Oh no. Oh, Christina, I'm so sorry. Blood and pus. Oh gosh. Yeah, I can imagine. So you probably deal with ongoing issues. I'm so sorry. I did have some issues years ago, and then I had an experience at church, and I did not have another issue for several years up until October of this year. Did I really have like a big issue? Prior to that, I went years without any issues. So maybe I just need to like be prayed for. I don't know. Something's got to happen. My my mom came over last night, and she brought me something called Essiac tea, and so I'm gonna give that a go. It's something that one of the relatives tried, and they had a turnaround in their health. They were experiencing, you know, life-threatening things, and now they're doing much better. So I don't know. It's a mystery, our bodies and our health and all that. But if you are experiencing pain, I'm so sorry for you, because I have been there. Not fun. Anyways, what do y'all think about them buttons? That one looks like it can go over some. All right, I think I need one more button. Button. Okay, that one's too big. That one's too small. That one's too square. That one's too something. That one's too. That one's wearing a tutu. Just kidding. Let me see. Oh, there's the one I need right in there. Nope, not that one. Try this one. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. It'll give it character. That'll give it some character. All right, so we've got our buttons, and we've got our scrap material on there so far. We've got 15 more minutes. Okay, I just have to kind of keep tabs on my time, because otherwise, really, oh, Miss Judy, yeah, And I don't enjoy just being in the hospital. Ooh, that's a hard time right there. I'm so sorry you went through that. I don't know why kidneys seem to be such an issue for so many people. Now, my church, here's my little conspiracy theory brain. My church, we raise money for hospitals in Ethiopia to get equipment to do dialysis, because in their country they receive foods donated to them from other countries that are not necessarily good for them, and it just wipes their kidneys out. So this is what I've been told. I haven't done like a whole lot of research on it, but this is what I've been told. So they are often in need of dialysis trained workers and facilities and equipment and supplies, right? Gloves and things of that nature. And so I'm just like, I really hope that by making some really, I don't know, maybe some stricter things with my diet. I don't know what to do, y'all. Oh gosh. Oh, Christine. White as a sheet. Oh, goodness me. Yeah. So, and I'm not, goodness me, I would never say that it was anybody's fault, because, you know, that's not your fault. We eat, you know, salads from the store and stuff like that, and we don't know if they're being sprayed with stuff. Like, we don't know what's been in contact with all of that. It's just getting crazy, y'all, what's going on. But I am noticing that more and more people are struggling with their kidneys, and then that's where my mind goes. And that may not even be right, but that's where it goes. Okay, I really feel like, before I can end this live, I really feel like I'm gonna need some more of these on here so y'all can get a good look. And I will put the jute on. I think we had to use 3 of the 5 items. So I've got the buttons, I've got the scrap fabric, and then I'll do the jute. But I am just loving how tattered and sweet this is looking. I could probably go on just fiddling with this all day long. And I might just get on my jammies, take to the couch, and hot glue to my heart's delight. Or until my fingers can't take anymore. That's probably more accurate. Till I burn myself pretty good and then just give up. Oh gosh. Yeah. They really got to get it. Hello, Miss Pamela. It's really hard when they don't catch things. Makes it really hard. I feel like I need another little patch or something right up here on the front. Do I want to do that? I wanted the green. I didn't bring the green in here though. Let's do the blue. We'll just do more of the blue at the front. I just want this at the toe. Just want this at the toe, so that'll be, let me turn this so y'all can see. Put this over the toe, and I'll just cut this straight across here. Give it a nice little something right there. And if I had like lots of time and a cool needle and stuff, I might even like hand stitch that with some jute on my toe. I think that would be really cool to have that stitched on there. It's just a real cute. Oh, goodness me. So silly. Just the silliest lamp. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. This is going to be displayed proudly. Just like the high heel one. Oh, goodness gracious. That's so funny. That lamp. Thank you, Christina. My tree is beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I've got tins in there. I still have one more layer to do of teacups. And I plan on going out today and getting the teacups, but resting is what's on the agenda. I have strict orders, so I decided, hey, if I have to be home, I'm not a person that like just sits very well. I think this one might be too wet. I'm not a person that sits very well, so it's better if I'm live crafting or doing something. Got to keep my hands busy, but it's important that I sit. So after this, I'll get out my crochet and I will continue working on my husband's blanket that I've been working on for quite some time now. Hopefully get that done before Christmas. I know it's getting cold out, so I really want to get that done. But we really don't get the harsh cold weather until February-ish. Till about February. Oh, thanks, Tracy. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm loving this. It is just so cute. And my little primitive tassels here with my Dollar Tree mop head all grunged up. I just got like a bowl of the coffee grunge. I poured some of the coffee grunge into a bowl, and then I got the mop and I just dunked it back and forth and all over and worked it through. I added a little bit of hot water just so that it would really get in there and saturate, and then I dunked it back in. And then I went and I tried to blow dry it, and cinnamon went everywhere, all over my bathroom. And I said, well, that's not gonna work, but I needed it dry for hot gluing. So I went and I turned on my oven to 350 degrees, and I just cut off about as much that I might need, or more than I might need. And then I put it in the oven for about 15 minutes at 250 degrees with the door propped open so that all that moisture could escape. And it worked out pretty well. It worked out pretty well that way. So I know Miss Tracy from My Sweet Home Living, she does a lot of her stuff in the oven. And I thought, I bet that would work. I bet that would work for this, since I couldn't blow dry it without losing my cinnamon. Okay, we've got 8 minutes. Let's get that jute on there. Let's get the jute. Tie this in the middle. I know which one I'm grabbing. Okay. Tie it in the middle. Another little tie there. Okay. Turn that. I'm thinking right there, just above where we have those buttons. Hello, Miss Jane. Hello. I'm just gonna put my jute bow up there. Trim off this little straggler right there. Okay. I will likely do something with this toe. I'm not loving how it's looking at the moment. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. I'm not loving the toe very, very much, but I will likely work on that quite a bit to get that just how I want it. Okay. There was something else I wanted to do. Oh, the pip berries. I have pip berries here. Let's see here. Let's see where I'm putting the pip berries before I get all crazy with it. Put pip berries up here. Yeah, that'll give that area some interest. There we go. Pip berries. Love me some pips. Put a little dab of glue back here so it'll grab and stay put. Probably burn myself for the 30th time this live. No biggie. Oh, thanks. Welcome in, Sonia. Welcome. Howdy, howdy. Aw, thanks. Thanks, Cassandra. I'm actually fixing to use one of your fabric labels that you sent me. One of them is going on here too. I feel like it needs another round. One good turn deserves another. Yes, I think that's just the ticket. That's just the ticket. Okay, so there's that. That got into the glue from the other one, so that's perfect. I think I'm still gonna need more back here. Hoping y'all can see everything. So yeah, if you wanted to put a piece of cardboard in there and just make it a little long so that it'll fit beneath the can and glue the can to it, that would give it some structure so it would just sit. And I could still do that. I would just have to cut a little slit in here and slide it in. I may not do cardboard. I may do like a popsicle stick to help it give that structure. Just something in there to hold it up. Okay. Got 4 minutes. Let's see. I've also got a peppermint stick ornament. I'm going to go ahead and add on here maybe. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Let's see here. I don't want it to completely cover up the yes, I think so. I think it'll give it just a little bit. Aw, thank you so much. Let's see. Give that there. Stick that on there. Just gonna hold it on. Aw, thank you, Miss Sharon. All right, it's there. Okay. Now I've got this sweet little label from Willow Heart Prims. Miss Cassandra, she sent these to me and they are just so cute. So, so cute. Okay, so I'm I'm just going to cut it out. They're already coffee stained. The ones that she sent me are already coffee stained. And I'm just going to use a little bit of this jute. I'm going to make a little knot. And I'm gonna glue it to the front. It says on there, comfort and joy. Look how cute that is. All right. I'm just gonna add this. But I just wanna thank you all. Oh, actually I'm gonna put it on the back. I just wanna thank you all for being with me here today. Thank you for watching and taking part in the Great Stocking Challenge of 2025 in Craft Around the Clock. Right now I'm gonna have you guys go back into Craft Around the Clock and watch the next presenter. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'm just gonna get this little guy to cool down. Quit trying to burn my fingers off. Yes, I'm in Texas. I'm south of Houston. I know you can't tell that it's even the slightest bit cold outside here. And side, put it right in there in that glue. Perfect. So there we go. Our sweet little stocking. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Miss Brenda. All right, love y'all. Thank you for making a homemade home with me. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.